Integrity has to do with meaning what you convey. If you leave an impression with people, you should follow through on it. And it has interesting emanations. I worked for a long time for the late Robert Stanfield, and I was the young advisor. And an issue would come up, a difficult issue, and he would be very emphatic on it, more emphatic than I, his advisor, thought he should be with that particular audience. And I'd say on the way out, "Sir, do you think you needed to be that clear about that?" And he said, "I did because we disagree, and they should know we disagree. They should not be under any illusion. And if I used softer language, they might think that I agree with them." Now, Bob Stanfield did not go around looking for people to disagree with, but on questions that he considered to be very important and that were public enough that people would raise them, he didn't do what people accuse politicians of doing, sort of being all things to all people on those really critical issues. He said, be clear here, this is what I'm saying, and I could turn out to be wrong, but you're asking me my view, and here is my view on this. And let there be no mistake. That was integrity, because he knew how easy it was for people how easy it would have been for him to say something from which members of his audience would take some meaning other than the one he wanted to be conveyed. And he was sort of the paragon of integrity, I think, in that sense. But I think that's what it's about. I think people have to be able to trust that what you convey is what you mean, what you intend to adhere to. And sometimes you can't. I mean, some of the most difficult issues are issues that arise where you can't. And sometimes also, in an electoral system, there are just fundamental disagreements between the member of parliament, as I was, and a constituent. And the constituent, I mean, I had that, it happens that I don't believe that capital punishment stops the people who murder from murdering. It's just my view, my considered view. A lot of my constituents had a different view. And I didn't fight with them about it. I mean, there was a separate question as to whether I had an obligation to vote my conscience or vote whatever it appeared to be their majority. That was a separate question, but I knew that I was disappointing them when I voted as I did. I didn't vote to disappoint them, but I considered that part of my responsibility. If I disagreed with them, if we had made it clear, then I should not pretend to be something else. And I want to insist on this. You don't always succeed in that. You sometimes leave impressions that we get deliberate ambiguity is not unknown to some of us. We say, just in the nature of a long life, but the standard has to be that you try to be clear about, and then you try to be clear about what you believe, and then respect what you conveyed.